up, everybody? Welcome to another Fresh Take. Vicky, how are you?
I'm doing amazing. How are you?
I am making it. So, quick recap of episodes 4 and 5. Episode 4, worst cliffhanger ever. Episode 5, best lightsaber duel ever. Now they're on to episode 6. uh, episode 6 is entitled Teach Corrupt. So, at the end of episode 5, after that amazing lightsaber duel sequence that we got, May and Osha essentially swapped places, and Osha is now with the stranger, and May is with Soul.
See, but like before we jump into episode 6,
Mm-hmm.
in episode 5, when May goes to take Osha's spot, right? This is how I know they could not have consulted with black folks. Because ain't no way a sister who has been growing her locks for that long, for them to get that long, and she just cuts them with essentially a fire beam, a laser beam. She's like, whoop.
I'm talking about they was cut. They was cut straight like she went to a stylist.
Yeah, and it's like, first of all, like burning your hair like that is bad. One, it's bad for your hair. It's not healthy. And her sister locks was healthy. Well, I think they're micro locks, not sister locks. Micro locks. They were healthy, and she just like, whoop. No, that's not real. Number 2, burning hair has a very strong scent that lasts for a significant period of time.
Yeah. And
if Soul is that bad of a Jedi that he does not realize that was not May.
I mean, look, the man survived Squid Games 2 years ago. Give that man some props. he survived the Squid Games and got plopped in.
Yeah, and you saw how crazy he was at the end. I don't know.
Well, the other thing too is, and I hate to be that guy but I saw it. May's hair was clearly extensions because you saw where the extension part was.
Yeah,
at.
It was.
So I was like,
obviously extensions. Like it didn't make no sense,
but they didn't do a good job behind it. That's all. They did not do a good job behind it. That's why, like when she cut it, I'm like, wait a minute, you cut that hair with like, one swap and it perfectly fit like Osha.
It looked weird because she had like the short part in the front and then the long part. So that style makes no sense. Now, don't get me wrong. I've seen like layered locks. I've seen bangs. I've seen that.
But that didn't look right. That
didn't make no sense.
Yeah, that didn't look right.
No sister's doing that. No.
Plus, it's like, just the way it looked.
All they had to do was style it. So like with my braids, all you do is put it up.
Yeah.
If you put the front part up and then the back part's long and you did like a little twisty thing, you would not have known that the front part was short. So then when she went to cut it, you think she cut all long.
Gotcha.
Not just the pieces that were long in the back. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was smooth, but she was like, whoosh, whoosh. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Like, that's not how hair works, but I
was like, that was smooth, but I was like,
I mean, yeah.
I was like, I guess if you're cutting with a laser, I guess that would work. I'm concerned about her ends. I feel like she might need to do some retwisting, get out the beeswax and do some retwist. It's concerned about that. We can move on.
I understand, but you did bring up a good point because that's what my main concern was. I'm like, how in the world does Soul not know that's not Osha? I mean, he should have known that. I understand what the little gopher person thing is supposed to be. He's supposed to be there for the kids and the plushie or whatever, but that character's getting on my nerves.
I guess because he doesn't have enough personality. So I've said this before in many a times when we have watched various Star Wars anything.
Yeah.
I've said it time and time again. The creatures and the droids are always the best part of the show. And this one, the creatures and the droids are not. And it's kind of making me sad because I'm always invested in So we got Pip, but I don't feel like he's doing enough.
No, he's not.
He's not carrying it. He is not carrying it.
Clearly not a BB-8 or R3.
Yeah, like not everybody can be C3PO,
Yeah.
R2D2, BB-8, and then what was the one from The Mandalorian?
The crazy one.
Yeah, the one that went crazy, but then
Yeah.
programmed him, and then he went crazy again.
Yeah,
that one. You like, you know what I'm saying? Like the personalities are there. Pip, and she just threw him away so quickly to get rid of the dude. I understand why, but it was kind of quickly that she did that. But okay, I don't know. But however, and then the creature, the little gopher guy, is very annoying.
Yeah. So I know they played it for a joke, him acting like he was about to do some kind of martial art, and I'm just like, y'all could have left that out.
Yeah.
That's a scene you cut. That is a scene you cut.
I mean, he could have just squeaked and ran away.
Yeah.
Or threw something at her and ran away.
That's what he was doing the last 2 episodes. So I'm like, I don't know why he's throwing his chest out now. I mean,
yeah.
So that was just missed. The thing with the Jedis, now that the one dude thinks that Soul is the only person who could have done it. That's clearly stupid. Because Soul would have never did that. I'm like, dude, but that theory don't even make sense. The guy, the stranger who walks around and says, "Oh, I guess you could just call me Sith." That really didn't make sense to me. Because are they trying to say that he doesn't know what he is? I'm guessing that's what they're trying to say. He doesn't know what he is, even though he does the whole rule of 2 thing in this episode. He does the whole trying to get Osha to feed into her anger in this episode. And I'm just sitting there like, so basically what you're telling me is this dude is lonely. He a nerd. And he don't know how to deal with people, so he became a Sith.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what you're telling me.
Yep.
Okay, so that's what I got from his side of the episode, because the episode is basically broken up like that. It's the teaching side, it's the corrupting side, it's Soul, and it's the stranger, and they're 2 differing philosophies, basically. So that's the gist of the episode. For bad or for worse, they were actually on the nose with that. But the reason why I said so this is the Thursday episode is because there's a lot of shots in here where the camera is lovingly on your Asian homeboy.
Listen, and I ain't even mad at it. I'm like, go ahead, because you know what, Soul ain't nothing to look at.
Dang, the man survived Squid Games. Cut him some slack.
He still ain't nothing to look at. So I'm like, Yord was not cute, and he had no respect for Black women. Sorry, he didn't.
God dang.
So like, I was like, I mean, for the most part, Star Wars does not have eye candy, and it has not had eye candy since the first 3 movies, in which they made those 3 characters be thirsty. Like they did that. But since then,
you haven't been feeling it.
Yeah, it has not been. I'm a Star Wars fan, but I'm gonna be honest, it has not been beautiful people for me to look at. Now, however, I do have a girl crush on Rosario Dawson, so it don't matter where she at. I'm always gonna be in love with her. She know. Maybe she don't know, but in my head, she know. So she was always beautiful to me. So I don't care what they put her in and put whatever on her head, but she gonna always be beautiful. But she still was wearing like loose fitting clothing. It wasn't anything revealing. Yeah. So we have nothing since Princess Leia in her slave outfit. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't been nothing.
Yeah.
So I wasn't mad at them to be like, you know what? They already complaining about us.
Yeah, so we might as well just go full
So you
blast.
know what? We might as well have this moment because we know the girlies are going to put it on TikTok. And
yeah, they have.
That's going to bring, I mean, I'm not on Star Wars talk, so I'm not seeing it, but I know they put it on TikTok.
Yeah, I heard about it. It was funny.
So I know, and listen, there are so many shows that I don't watch that I started to watch because of TikTok, because of the edits. Like I started watching Ghost. I love that show now. The US version, not the UK version. That's my show. Sister Wives. I never watched that show in all my years. How many seasons? Never watched it. But they was like, he getting divorced. What? How they played it? How the women was breaking that down? I started watching that. Okay. There's so many other shows I started watching only because of these TikTok edits. So if that means these TikTok edits is going to bring more people to Star Wars who then might go and watch other parts, but they're coming for this part.
Gotcha. It works.
I'm mad at Disney. Yeah. I'm mad. They know they got to
do something.
They're going to make the regular people mad. Regular Star Wars fans are going to be mad anyway, but they're still going to watch so they can talk about how they mad.
Yeah, they're going to hate watch it.
Yeah. So. And now they're bringing in new people who will be like, oh, he's beautiful. So I'm mad.
I mean, I get the hustle. That's
I'm mad at
I just thought it was funny because it was like, wait a minute, you can't tell she following you, bro.
But see,
and then he just I'm gonna take a swim. I'm gonna get butt naked.
Yeah, not that he can't tell that she's following because he knew, but that she was dumb enough to think that he couldn't tell that she was following him. Like, girl, did you not see what he did? That you thought that he wouldn't know?
Then he gets out with his hands up.
Hold on. Before you even get that far. So when she comes out the cave and she was like, where the heck am I?
Yeah.
And then she turns and you see him kind of like then walking.
Off. Yeah.
If that wasn't like classic Asian horror movie right there.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, if that's the spirit, girl, you don't follow the spirit.
Yeah, you don't follow. Yeah.
That's the Asian horror movie. You don't follow the spirit walking off into the distance.
Clearly, she's not up on her horror movie.
I guess not, because she followed. And you know he knew. And I don't know why you think he didn't know.
Because I was just sitting there, I'm like, wait a minute. Why is he getting butt naked? He knows she's there.
and then she's so like accepting. So when he gets out naked, when they're like just right above the butt cheeks, like they are just right there. I was like, are they about to sell butt cheeks on Disney? I thought I was on HBO Max for a second. I was like, okay, whoo, because it was like it was right above globes. Like it was right above globes. Like you could tell there was globes right there. I was like, y'all was cutting this as close as y'all could get it and get away with it. Y'all was.
That was funny.
The people in the editing room was like, no, go down. No.
We can't go
0.00005 millimeter more. No, a little bit more.
But we can't go lower. We can't go that low. No, lower. We can't go any lower. Lower.
They was pushing there. I was like, oh, I clutched my pearls. I was worried. I was like, are we about to see butt cheeks? But we did not. But it was close. But then he gets out naked, and I'm like, you holding the lightsaber, but she just was so accepting when he was like,
she did the
let me get dressed.
Down. She did the down thing.
Was you not seeing the fight? Did you not understand?
Did
that man not just throw you?
Yeah, like he was nothing.
No, you're not getting dressed because right now you are vulnerable. I have the lightsaber, so you're just gonna be naked.
You know, she wasn't thinking about that. She was thinking about other stuff. Apparently, she liked what she saw.
You know what? I see why May did what she did.
Apparently, she liked what she saw. Just saying.
I guess my problem is nobody got OSHA therapy.
Nobody got either one of them therapy.
Well, neither one of them got therapy, but I'm just focusing on OSHA.
Yeah.
Nobody got people therapy. And OSHA needed therapy because she was the second anybody becomes a mentor and shows her any guidance and affection, she is falling for it. Like that child.
Talking about naive. I'm like, God dang, girl.
It's like she is so starved for like love that she at the end she put the helmet on. What? I was like, wait, I missed something. Because ain't no way this man who kidnapped me, who was out there having my sister kill people, who I know manipulate my sister because my sister messed up in the head, manipulate her even more. And I'm just gonna be like, okay, let me put this helmet on. No! In what world?
Yeah. No. I try to feel sorry for her, but every time they show an episode, it makes me not feel sorry for either one of them because May, she too damn bloodthirsty. She
both
just
of them bloodthirsty. Need therapy.
And also, like you said, she's so starved for any kind of parental mentorship love. She will. All you gotta do is be like, "Yes, I will guide you." That's pretty much it.
That's it.
That's pretty much it. So
them two kids is so messed up. How they were raised was messed up. Everything is messed up. Yeah. They failed before they even got out the womb. There was no hope for them kids.
Essentially. So I will say this. It does have me interested because I think it's only 2 more episodes left. It does have me interested to see where this story goes because right now I have no idea what they're doing. Because the problem to me with this particular Star Wars story is it's way too up and down. Like Book of Boba Fett, after the first 2 episodes, we knew what we liked. The past stuff, the present stuff, we didn't catch for too much. No. But the past stuff, we love.
We said that many times over. Yeah. Like the Book of Boba Fett should have just been all the past stuff. Yeah. And you could have did 5 minutes at the very end of the present, so we know that he's friends with Mandalorian, and that's all I needed. Everything else could have just all I cared about how he got out that worm and continued to survive. Yeah, and it could have ended there. I ain't need nothing more.
And even with like the Mandalorian is probably the better stories that they've done. Ahsoka felt real tight and contained, but this one just feels all over the place. Obi-Wan felt tight and contained, like the story made sense and flowed good, but this one just doesn't flow well. And I don't know whether it was they had too much freedom in the writing room or I don't know what it is. Like they were scared to say, "Hey, y'all need to tighten this up."
It's almost like we know that Soul and them killed all of those witches and they did something horrendous and they snatched them children. We know.
I don't think Soul did. I think the other 3 did because Soul.
Maybe the other 3 did and Soul knew.
Yeah, and Soul knew about it.
Soul knew about it, but and the other 3 did, and he ain't never told OSHA, whatever. Yeah. So it's like they're afraid to say how wrong the Jedi were. It's like, and so like that's why I feel like it's all over the place because we're dancing around what it is. I feel as though Soul should have told OSHA after the 3rd person was killed and it looked like May was trying to kill him. Right then and there, Soul should have told her
exactly what happened.
Well, exactly what happened. Yeah. So what was that episode? Like 3. Whatever.
That was 4, 3 and 4. So in 4.
Either way, she should have been told before she was, and then she's like, you know what? F you, F all y'all horrible, blah, blah, blah. And then she should have been leaving mad, upset about everything to do with Jedi. And then Soul was like, please help us get May so we can at least bring her back safely. And she's like, I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for May.
Yeah.
Because you robbed my sister too. And then she could have ended up on the planet and everything kind of happens from there. And then at that point in time, she would be more open to this other dude. And then it would have flowed and made sense. If she had known the horrendous things, instead of what they're going to, we're about to go episode 7. Yeah, so what? End of 7, beginning of 8 is when Soul gonna say what they did.
Yeah, I think that should have happened earlier.
It should have happened earlier. And I think that would have made it flow better. Because we're just dancing around the elephant in the room and it's disjointed, and it would have flowed better if they did it that way. Because
to be honest, the way I was looking at it, the only reason why Osha is like, because she like I said, she like what she see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because he's like, oh, you're tipping into your anger. I'm like, no, she's not. Like, what? Like, dude, I'm no psychiatrist, but clearly this young lady has a issue.
She has some issues.
Clearly. So that ain't anger, you know what I'm saying?
She has some family and belonging and everything like that.
Yeah. And so do you, sir, because clearly you are lonely. That's your problem. Your problem is that's why you keep saying you want an apprentice or an acolyte, because you're lonely. Which is a you issue at this point. Exactly. So this episode was up and down for me. It really was. I thought it was hilarious from some aspects. I know it wasn't meant to be funny, but I found it funny just because of the situations and the stuff they were saying. But this one is kind of, and I was interested in seeing what they were going to do, because I'm always interested in seeing Star Wars outside of the Skywalker stuff, just because it's a whole galaxy. There's more to it than just the Skywalkers. So that's why I had like high hopes for this, but like this one's like, okay, these last couple episodes outside of the episode 5 lightsaber battles, which I have to admit they were off the chain and they were very well choreographed. This has kind of been like, okay, this doesn't make sense from a writing standpoint, because your story isn't flowing well. And maybe it looked good on paper, but it ain't flowing well. So I agree with you. Like the whole everything that they're probably about to say should have happened in like that 3rd or 4th episode. That's where it should have happened, because now it's like, okay, she's angry, so she's gonna turn to the. I mean, I don't. So are they flipping? Is May gonna be light side and she's gonna be dark side? I don't. Yeah.
No.
Does May still want to kill everybody?
Yep.
So I don't. Yeah, this is gonna need some explaining. Still interested to see if they're gonna stick the landing or not, because they may find a way to stick the landing. I don't know.
I don't know, Jay. I don't know if I got faith in it. Because like I said, they should have revealed a lot of the stuff earlier. So I'm not sure. Because now you got 2 episodes.
Yeah.
So, and it ain't getting to season 2. So
I don't think they are.
I ain't getting to season 2. If they had did it differently, I think they could have actually made it to a season 2, but I don't think they're going to make it to a season 2.
Yeah.
So,
to be fair, I don't think all these shows need a season 2. I think you just need to tell your story and move on to the next.
Exactly. It can't just be a one shot and just be done. So I think I don't know. Like, it feels like long as they set it up so like more people know what the Jedi did. If it ends with people, like, you remember how they said like they were going to have like a review, a Senate review?
Yeah, the Senate review. Yeah.
So long as this information comes out, because during that Senate review and it becomes more public, so that people begin to question the Jedis, and then like it's the beginning of the downfall of it all, then okay.
Which makes sense. And then they can go into the whole Oh, and this we got to worry about these other guys, the Sith. So
Yeah.
this he
So, like,
called himself that.
Yeah. So like if that is how it ends in episode 8, then they can make it work.
Yeah.
It cannot end on like some cliffhanger for season 2. That's not
Yeah. Please don't do that because y'all ain't getting that.
That cannot happen.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get that. Don't
get me wrong. I'm sure the fan fiction girlies, once they saw Naked Man, girlies was going in, and I'm sure that's okay. Because the all of a sudden May's gonna be dating Soul, and Osha's gonna be dating so and so, and it's gonna be a whole thing.
That family ain't gonna be off the chain, ain't it?
Listen. And they, like that. I see the fan fiction. I see the fan fiction now.
Don't get me started on Star Wars people fan fiction because they read that stuff themselves and try to implement it into real stuff, and that does not work out well. See Rise of Skywalker, that does not work out well. So, all right, people, that's our thoughts on episode 6. Please leave a comment. Let us know what you guys thought of Acolyte episode 6. Anything you want to pimp out, Nikki?
As always, we're coming to the end. BIPOC Streamer Awards. The show is tentatively scheduled for August 3rd. Please come on by. We have some exciting things going on. And I should be doing some streaming here and there. Just stay tuned to the socials. You know what? That's not even true.
Okay.
I know, because I'd be sneak streaming. Like, I just be like, I don't even feel like saying nothing. If nobody comes to this stream, don't nobody need to show up. People still show up, but I don't even be sending out like the tweets anymore. So matter of fact, turn on the bell on notifications on my Twitch, and that's how you know I'm going live. Because I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't even be sending out whatever. Okay. I haven't even been doing it lately. I just be like, you know what? Start streaming.
Hey,
so
I feel you on that.
More than likely I show up on Mondays and Wednesdays, but if I don't feel like it, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it.
All right. We do have the Winging It podcast at 7, so please stop by. Chat will be open as always. I did put up some gameplay of the first Descendant. I did 30 minutes with Lepic. I do have Blair, the character Blair, his video that I did 30 minutes of gameplay with him will be up tomorrow. So please check those out. If you haven't had a chance to check out the first Descendant yet, it's available on PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, PS4, and PS5. So please do yourself a favor and check those out if you like stuff like Destiny and Warframe.
What y'all talking about tonight?
We're gonna address the Atlanta Pierce stuff, Microsoft being down, and Sean Layton comments. So just weekend review, as it were. But check us out in about 30 minutes. We will be going live, and the chat, as always, will be open. So please stop by. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out, people.
Bye.